Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt a pang of envy? You see someone your age buying their dream house, another getting a big promotion, and someone else traveling the world. Suddenly, your own life feels a little less shiny. It's a feeling we all know too well, that nagging voice that whispers, "Why not me?" What if I told you that this constant comparison is a trap, and there's a way to break free? How can we learn to appreciate our own journey, even when it looks different from everyone else's? Stay with me, because we're about to explore a story that might just change the way you see everything. Let me introduce you to Joshua. Joshua was the king of comparison. Every morning, he'd wake up, and the first thing he did was check his phone. He'd see his old college friend Mark posting pictures from his fancy corner office. He'd see his neighbor, Sarah, running marathons and looking incredibly fit. He'd even see distant relatives posting about their perfect family vacations. For Joshua, each post felt like a personal failure. He was working a steady but unremarkable job. His apartment was small, and his most exciting trip last year was to visit his parents. He felt like he was falling behind in a race he didn't even remember signing up for. His days were filled with shoulds. I should be earning more. I should be in better shape. I should be happier. This constant self-criticism was exhausting. It was like walking around with a heavy backpack filled with everyone else's achievements. He tried everything to feel better. He worked longer hours to get a promotion like Mark. He signed up for a gym membership to be like Sarah. But no matter what he achieved, it never felt like enough. There was always someone else doing more, having more, being more. The finish line just kept moving further away. His own accomplishments, like getting a positive review at work or mastering a new recipe, felt insignificant. He was so busy looking at other people's paths that he couldn't see the beautiful scenery on his own. One Saturday afternoon, feeling particularly down, Joshua decided to visit his grandfather, a wise old man who had a knack for seeing things clearly. He found him in his garden, patiently tending to his plants. Joshua poured his heart out, explaining how he felt like a failure, how everyone else seemed to have life figured out while he was just stuck. His grandfather listened without interrupting, his weathered hands gently pruning a rose bush. When Joshua finished, his grandfather didn't offer any quick advice. Instead, he pointed to two different plants in his garden. One was a towering bamboo shoot, and the other was a small, delicate fern. "Look at these two, Joshua," he said. "I planted them on the same day. What do you see?" Joshua looked. The bamboo was impressive, reaching high into the sky. The fern was humble, nestled close to the ground, its intricate leaves unfurling quietly. "Well," Joshua replied, "the bamboo grew so much faster and taller." His grandfather smiled. "That's true," he said. For the first 4 years, the bamboo seed showed almost no sign of life. All its growth was happening underground, building a massive and complex root system. During that time, the fern sprouted quickly and spread its beautiful leaves. The fern didn't look at the empty patch of soil where the bamboo was and think it had failed. And the bamboo, while it was building its foundation, didn't envy the fern for its immediate beauty. He continued, "They both grew at their own pace, in their own way. The fern has its purpose to add beauty and cover the ground. The bamboo has its purpose to reach for the sky and be strong." Did the fern give up because the bamboo eventually grew taller? No. Did the bamboo rush its root development to compete with the fern's early growth? Of course not. They are different, and that's what makes the garden beautiful. If everything was bamboo, or everything was a fern, this garden would be pretty boring, don't you think? Joshua stood there, speechless. The simple analogy hit him like a lightning bolt. He had been so focused on being bamboo that he never stopped to consider that maybe he was a fern. Or maybe he was an oak tree, or a sunflower, or something else entirely, growing at his own unique pace. He had been judging his own underground root-building phase against someone else's visible, towering growth. His grandfather's words echoed in his mind. Your time will come, Joshua. Stop looking at other people's gardens and start watering your own. That day marked a turning point for Joshua. He went home with a new perspective. He made a conscious decision to go on a comparison diet. He started by muting the social media accounts that triggered his envy. It was hard at first. The habit was deeply ingrained. But slowly, he started focusing on his own life. Instead of obsessing over Mark's career, he asked himself what he truly enjoyed about his own job. He realized he loved the problem-solving aspect and the friendly colleagues he worked with. He started a side project related to his passion for graphic design, not to make a fortune, but simply because it brought him joy. Instead of trying to run marathons like Sarah, he remembered how much he used to love hiking. So he started exploring local trails on the weekends. He wasn't breaking any speed records, but the feeling of being in nature, the fresh air, and the quiet solitude filled him with a sense of peace he hadn't felt in years. He was no longer exercising to punish himself or to keep up. He was moving his body because it felt good. He was watering his own garden. Slowly but surely, Joshua's life began to transform. Not because his external circumstances changed dramatically, but because his internal perspective did. He started celebrating his small wins. Finishing a challenging design project felt like a huge accomplishment. Discovering a new, beautiful hiking trail was a source of genuine excitement. He reconnected with old friends, not to compare life stories, but to share genuine moments and laughter. He realized that the happiness he was chasing in other people's lives was available right here, in his own. He just had to open his eyes to it. He understood that life isn't a competition. It's a personal journey of growth. Some people are bamboo. They spend years building a foundation we can't see, and then they shoot up, seemingly overnight. Others are ferns, growing steadily and beautifully from day one. Neither is better or worse, just different. We all have our own timeline, our own path, and our own unique set of strengths and challenges. Trying to live someone else's life is a recipe for misery. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you a little kinder? A little wiser? A little closer to your own definition of success? That's the only race that matters. So let's go back to those questions we asked at the beginning. How do we stop comparing and learn to appreciate our own journey? The answer lies in Joshua's story. It starts with awareness, recognizing when the comparison trap is closing in. It continues with a conscious shift in focus from their garden to yours. Water your own plants. Nurture your own passions. Celebrate your own unique growth, whether you're a fast-growing bamboo or a beautiful, steady fern. Remember that social media is a highlight reel, not the full story. Everyone is building their own root system in private. The most spectacular part of this whole thing is realizing that your unique journey is exactly what the world needs. Your unique combination of talents, struggles, and victories creates a beauty that no one else can replicate. When you stop trying to be a copy of someone else, you finally give yourself permission to become the masterpiece you were always meant to be. True contentment isn't found in having what they have. It's found in loving what you have. It's about building your own beautiful, diverse garden and knowing that its value isn't measured against anyone else's. It's yours, and that is its power. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that help us live a more mindful and fulfilling life. Take care and go water your garden.